It's Friday, March 28th, and we're into the third day of ownership on this guy. And if you've watched all the other videos, you'll know that the engine came out because it had no compression. And it turned out that the timing chain had jumped and the exhaust valves are all bent. So here it sits. I actually put it all back together. I had the cylinder head off to verify the diagnosis. And when I really looked at it objectively, the cost of buying the replacement valves, seals, gaskets, and so on and so forth, timing chain, guides, tensioners, and everything else, it was more expensive to fix this. And this is a high mileage, 130,000 kilometer motor. So it's seen a lot of action. And so even though the bottom end is intact and so on and so forth, I'm sure if I did all that work to it, it would run fine. I'm not a high mileage rider. I'm not a young man anymore. Work for a living, got a couple businesses, so we don't have time to go off on these big tours like you guys do. Some of you guys get big tours in, and it's fantastic. I think it's great. Your life allows for that. Mine doesn't, especially with a small farm, a little hobby farm we got going on here with the horses. And I work for the federal government, and my wife has a business. And anyway, long story short, it was going to be, $1,000, $900,000 to get that fixed, just in parts and materials. Or we buy a wrecker motor. So this came out of a 40,000 kilometer, 2004. It's been sitting in his yard for 2 years. It's dirty, but it was in the frame. They took it out of the frame today. So typical, chop chop. Came out with some brutality. It's pretty dirty. It has compression. We have a mouse nest, maybe squirrel nest. I don't know. Something going on there. Yeah, it's not pretty. So we're going to go over it, give it a really good clean here, blow it all off. We're going to throw some oil down the cylinders just to, rejuvenate the rings kind of thing. Even though I think they're probably going to be fine. And try to make it look a little more like a viable engine motor. Engine or motor, you call it what you want. And then we're going to stick it up on the hoist here. Well, actually, I'm going to have to get my cherry picker out. These things are too heavy for me to manhandle. I haven't actually tried it, and I'm not going to. We'll lift that one off of there. We'll put the other one up. We'll put the bike back up on the stand. But arguably, it might even be safer just to do the engine transplant right there. We'll set the engine on the jack and bring it up into the frame, line it up with the drive shaft, and throw the bolts in it. Once that's in, we can put it back up on the hoist and make it a little easier for my aching old back to work on. And that was all I wanted to accomplish tonight. So by the end of day 3 of ownership, it should have its new motor in the frame. Not hooked up and running, but in the frame. And then we'll call it a night. And then the weekend, this is Friday night. So the weekend begins, and then I got to work on that project, the house. I got a huge kitchen renovation going on in there. So that's got to happen. It's snowing out lightly, very, very lightly it's snowing. Probably won't be able to see it on the video. We have a weather system coming in right now. Well, you can see it on the tonneau cover here, actually. We're supposed to get maybe 4 or 5 inches of snow tonight. And guess what comes after that? Freezing rain. Yeah, we're going to get an ice storm. With accretions expected of enough to make a bloody mess and possibly lose power. So everybody's I should actually be getting my generator out, making sure it's ready to go but I'm not. I'm going to work on this instead because it's fun, and the generator just isn't fun. And that's just so that we can keep our sump pump working because it is springtime, and with the thaw, that's the thing right now. Everybody's sump pump is running a lot more than it would normally. So, yeah, this is, I think, video 6. Video 6. So we're going to get to washing this. It is freezing cold outside, but the hose isn't frozen, which is great. So we can use the hose. We can rinse it all off here. It actually the byproduct of that is the bed of the truck gets washed too, which it needs it. So, and I'll be freezing cold by the end of that. Hopefully it's going to look a little better. We're going to bag up the intakes so that we don't get any water in the intakes. Because, I mean, look at, there's crap in here. I mean, it looks, Jesus. They had it stored outside. So this is what you get, right? But this is what you get for a few $100 from a wrecker. And if you've ever bought from a wrecker, yeah, it doesn't stress you out because this is what you get. But if you've never done it before, you're going to look at this and go, wow, that's a piece of crap. Something's creaking over there. It's freaking me out. What's creaking? I don't know. Anyway, I should get to work and not worry about strange sounds in the distance. Hope you're having a great night. Thanks for watching. Put a comment in there. I'll do my best to answer it. I don't always have answers, but I'll do my best. All right? Cheers.